thank you for joining me on this frequency. How to live aligned. Living aligned. It's what we're all craving at the deepest level of us. Is how do we live an effortless life? Effortless effort. How do we live in accordance with the Tao? How do we live in accordance with our true nature? My friends, this talk is one of those real and raw talks, and I got a couple things to dive into. But ultimately, my friends, is how well do you listen? How well do you listen? There's a spirit of the hour, and there's a time and a place for everything. I'm damn young, and I'm learning this the hard way. Like having fractured my energy into all these different things and thinking that I need to go so deep into, the philosophy and the esoteric knowledge and, the personal development, the meditation, getting my, matrix stuff in order, there's a time and a place for everything. What are you being called to right now? What is your reality asking of you? What is the level up in maturity being called of you? My friends, our ability to listen to the next step on this staircase is literally how we level up. And it's not by trying to do everything. It's not by trying to do what your ego thinks and wants to do. It's not trying to do what your ego once did and felt good about. My friends, holding on to a state, holding on to energy, right? Like whether it's a good feeling or a bad feeling, whether it's a way of being, a pattern of being, holding on to any of that, it instantly starts to die and it concretes your reality around it. My friends, how much can we cultivate a formlessness within ourselves? In the fact that rigidity is literally the decay and the trap of this world. In this modern day, it is so rigid because of fear, because of lack of inner resourcefulness, a lack of self-reliance, and a lack of a clear view of what this reality holds for you, of what spirit can provide for you. My friends, living aligned is the way. And to live aligned is to learn how to listen. It's the art of surrendering to life, right? Stop trying to fix yourself. Stop trying to build your reality or build into what you want to be, right? And listen. Follow your bliss. My friends, this is the art of living ecstatically, an art of surrendering to life, right? There's a spirit of the hour and a time and a place for everything. What is this time and a place calling for? And it is to show up. It's a weird thing because it's like you slowly progress along this path of, I want to build a good body and be in shape and have my health in order. So you start getting on like a rigid diet and a rigid workout routine. But that's not the way, my friends. If you're doing anything that's exhausting you, it is not meant to be right then. There's a time and a place for everything. And the art of living ecstatically, my friends, is listening, seeing how you're authentically feeling, tapping in with your deeper pull, right? And seeing what the time is calling for. For instance, I remember in my travels, always trying to build an online business of some kind and always bringing from place to place for a year and a half there, always bringing what I was doing and my goals and objectives from the last place to the next place. I was blind. There's opportunities in front of you that are brand new. You never even recognized, acknowledged them before. Take a sober view of your reality and see where the opportunities lie. See where you get authentically inspired to act on. And my friends, to be able to discern, to be able to find that pull within yourselves, it is to learn how to be still. It is to learn how to listen to yourself and listen to the call of spirit, to listen to the spirit of that hour, right? And living aligned is how we cultivate and build energy. It's how we cultivate the experiences that are going to be necessary for our soul's journey and our own evolution so that we can create stronger philosophy, stronger mantras, a greater, alchemical adepthood to really transmute and weave our way through this crazy world right now. Live ecstatically, my friends. What is going to fill you up right now? What is going to make you happy? Follow your bliss, follow your impulse, follow your call to adventure, right? And the thing is, a lot of people hearing this are instantly going to be triggered. They're going to have a lot of resistance to that kind of message. And this is because we're clutching something. We're either clutching a job because we think that, in this limitless opportunity-filled world that if we lose this job, we're gonna be like a bum under the bridge for the rest of our lives or some shit. Or we're gonna lose everything important to us. Or, if we leave this relationship that's no longer serving us, or if we leave home and follow our hero's journey and our call to adventure, that, we're not gonna make it out. And fear is definitely the chains that bind right now. And the fact that we live in such a scarce world, this false, illusory, imposed scarcity that essentially make us clutch and hold on to things so tightly because everything's separate, everything's scarce. My friends, I'm calling you to build and gather your courage, gather your fortitude, gather your self-reliance, gather your resourcefulness, and look at life in a new way. Spirit will provide. If you follow the call, if you follow the authentic spirit of that hour, my friends, your path will unfold and you will remove that which exhausts you is not meant to be in your life. If you've been working a job for 20 years, and that job is exhausting you every day, and you have a disgusting feeling about, damn, if I'm still doing this in 5 years, my friends, it's time to drop that shit. Whatever, our energy is so sacred. Your energy is so sacred. You have infinite energy for that which is meant to be. But you have no energy for anything else. None. Everything else is just exhausting you. And to look at life with a sober view, be like, damn, these relationships are just draining me. They don't fill me up. They don't inspire me. I don't grow. I don't gather new experiences to, transform my perspective of life. It's time to let go of that. Are you able to do that? My friends, manifestation occurs when we create space in our life for it to occur. When we align with that spirit, and we know that we're ready within ourselves. We know we are ready for tribe. We know we are ready for that next step in life. It's time to create the space. It's time to let go of things. It's time to go into the forest, right? It's time to leave the job. You have a little bit of money saved up? Good. Go. If you follow your bliss and you follow your calling, when that obstacle arises in your life, you're like, okay, I'm out of money again. Solve the problem then. You see, what I see most people doing out here right now is living very rigidly, needing to hold on to things, and then having fear of the future. These groundless fears. Shit, we don't even know if you're gonna get hit by a bus on the way home. Yet we spend 20 years straight throwing money on the pile behind us, just in case we want to live one day. My friends, be alive now. Be alive now. Choose life. Choose your strongest life, right? And to do that, some master keys is creating contrast in your experience. I'm offering this immersion, this small intimate group immersion out here in Colorado later in August, and we're going to be doing some amazing ceremonial work, breath work intensive. We're going to be doing nature walks. It's going to be beautiful, really connective. The whole theme of it is deep connection. Now, I'm putting this on for one reason, a way, an affordable way to help people create mad contrast in their life. When you're with a community that's connected, that's vibing on that same wave, right? And you wake up and you're excited to go hiking. You're in a new place you've never seen before. You're with new people. Life is limitless opportunity. That's how it's meant to be. My friends, we are supposed to live with our eyes wide open, ready for each day, each new life, each new breath, right? Just ready for that, excited for that, inspired by that. The thing is we're so stagnant, we're so separated, we're so rigid in our thought. Cultivate your self-reliance, gather your courage, follow your bliss, and live authentically aligned, my friends, to the best of your ability, and it will ever grow. The momentum will skyrocket you. And if you are called, to create that contrast of experience, to be like, wow, I thought I was suffering from exhaustion. I was just actually suffering from intense stagnation, because I get out into the forest and go camping. It's drove 6 hours, packed up everything, took down camp, made dinner, went on a hike, had the most amazing connected convo till 2 a.m. and I went to bed thriving. My friends, if we live aligned with what is meant to be, we are filled up, not drained. And that is the key, my friends, is to listen to the purpose of the present moment and to create and plan experiences that are going to show you contrast. Because when you go out into Moab, like I've been doing on a monthly basis, and fasting and walking, microdosing sometimes, breathing with the sun, having a great time with whoever's with me, really connecting to the spirit of the land, seeing the symbolism and reflection in nature. I come out of that, like how much you can heal in one day, the amount of transformation that can occur in one experience is intense. Because you come back into life having created enough space to actually see how you're living, my friends. And here's the thing. Our minds are tied into so many knots of illusions that we don't even see the disease we are literally festering within. We cannot see the disease in our lifestyle until we experience health. To drop everything, to leave everything, to bring only what you need and get out there. Get out there with people, go have fun, go do something new, go travel, go leave home. Whatever it takes, my friends, whatever is obviously the path of least resistance for you right now, right? Really think about that. Plan something you're excited for. Like I just think, back in the day, like summer's coming up, it's a month away. I'm starting to work out so hard. School's so easy, it's a breeze. Where I used to slug, now I ran, Like where I used to be tired, now I'm excited. I'm calling forth my strength, and your strength can only be called forth from you when you believe that there is there's a reward. There's something you're actually working towards. And it's hard holding these visions of some kind of abstract spiritual evolvement or a better version of yourself. That's so abstract. My friends, what can you do in a week from now that's going to inspire you to live your best life right now? What's going to inspire you to clean out your car, clean up your room, get your shit together, fix and make peace with a few relationships so you can just go leave for 3 weeks. That's what it takes, my friends. And I've been traveling for 2 years straight now. And I love going into the forest and creating great containers and experiences for myself. And I've been realizing that although it's hard to see in the micro, it's probably one of the most powerful things I do in terms of my alchemical ability, because it creates a new attitude about life. And my friends, your attitude is your most powerful weapon and your most powerful tool in this world right now. We can't control the cycles going on out here. The circumstances, fate and fortune, it's a fickle bitch. You don't got control over that. Your ego thinks you want to be manifesting all this money, listen to the law of attraction and whatnot. It's my friends, you have trials and tribulations written upon your path. Earth is a testing ground. It's here to test you and see if you have the ability to gain fortitude, to gain new experiences, to gain new tools, to create a better alchemical blend of ingredients to facilitate an attitude that's going to help you overcome whatever you're in. And my friends, I promise you, wherever you're at right now, it is about acquiring a new perspective. It's not trying to fix where you are. It's learning to listen. It's learning to do what your heart is actually calling you to do, and that's scary as hell. My friends, following the call of the heart, the whispers of the heart, following your call to adventure, your hero's journey, right? And even in the microcosm, going into the woods for a day, an hour, whatever it is, that is what makes you aligned, is what builds your energy, is what creates that sense of satisfaction and helps you find yourself. If you're doing only things that you don't want to do, how the hell do you ever think you're going to discover who you are? That's not what you do. Do what you do, my friends. Become who you're meant to be. And you don't have to think of some abstract thing. It evolves through action, through experience. Life is dynamic. Don't be specialized. You're not here to be a computer programmer. You're here to be a master of life. You're not here to be any one thing. You're here to be everything, my friends. Go acquire new experiences like a madman. Be bold and run, right? There's so much opportunity out here. And if we can just open our eyes to that and open our hearts to that, and make peace with the attachments we must leave behind and learn to become more formless step by step. Damn, I really do think that's the master key, my friends, and that can all be summed up in living ecstatically. Do that which makes you full. Do that which you love to do. Do that which the spirit of the hour is calling of you. And my friends, the fast path the fast path to happiness is not about where you are. It's about which way you're moving, my friends. Which way are you moving? You know, there's always a new step. There's always a new challenge. There's always a new blockade. And guess what? As you get stronger, they get bigger. Welcome to Earth. It's not about how far you've gotten. It's about which direction you're going, my friends. Are you showing up for that next obstacle? Maybe you're not ready to go and face that or let go of that. Okay, let's go fill ourselves up. Let's go cultivate our energy. Let's go reset and breathe. Let's go let go of other shit so that we're more suited, we're more capable of transmuting that next huge obstacle. My friends, what is life calling you to do? What's the next step forward in your life? That is the path to true spirituality. True spirituality is not in some kind of like love and light, in some kind of knowledge you get on YouTube or books you read. It's not about the clothing you wear or how soft your fucking voice is. True spirituality is a sober view about life and ever walking in awareness of spirit, ever walking in the abundance and taking the shadow as it comes, because we understand that this life is but a blip. We're passerbys out here, and all we're here to do is learn what and who we are. We're here to acquire the knowledge of self, because when you can know yourself, you can know God. It's just that simple, my friends. Spirituality is about the next step forward, the maturity, you know, the presence, the awareness, and I guess the alchemy we're cultivating at each step of the way. We are brilliant beings. We are so resourceful. It's crazy, my friends. I think of like, you know, stories of those children on the streets that grew up in the slums or whatever. And like, we're so scared to let go of like a car or a bike or like a relationship because we don't think we'll be able to climb our way back out of it. And like, we spend our whole life trying to throw money in the pile behind us and literally secure and chain in our reality around us. That's not living life. That's dying slowly. My friends, choose life now. Be like those little kids. They have nothing, but think about their perspective. The smallest gain is like the biggest celebration. Like I have a lot of friends that have traveled to a lot of third world countries, and like just in awe of how the people are, their attitude about life in these like absolutely miserable conditions to, you know, us Westerners out here. And it's like, damn, it's so fucking relative. Can you fortify your perspective? Can you fortify your frame of reference? Can you learn to become more formless and see life for the beautiful gifts it holds? My friends, reality is literally gorgeous. Reality is so beautiful. You are built for this, my friends. To become who you're meant to be is to leave behind that which is not real, that which is not self, that which is the self-imposed limitations, the self-imposed barricades to your authentic nature and being. To do that, my friends, to do that, it's everything. That's everything. And I know I've dived into so much in this call. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, there's a link in the description where you can apply for a free consultation. We can dive into it for a while. Been doing really powerful, you know, one-on-one client work. So if that interests you and you want to take your transformation to the next level, let's get on that knowledge of self approach, the holistic gain. And also, like I said, there is this small group. I think I'm only doing 5 to 7 people immersion this August out here in Colorado. All things supplied for you except, you know, just a few camping things you're gonna need to bring. And yeah, if you're interested in that, there might be a link at the top of the description, but ultimately just shoot me an email and we'll get that set up for you. It's gonna be so beautiful. It's gonna be so minimal. It's not like these like crazy expensive spiritual retreats I'm seeing out here from all these like new age gurus. It's just getting into nature, getting connected with community, getting connected to breath, getting connected to body and awareness, getting connected to our natural rhythm, our natural cycle, and our natural way of being. When we can find that, we'll have a brand new perspective to observe life in. We'll know how to move through this world in a completely new way. My friends, cultivate experiences that show you what life truly is, and we can leave behind the lie that we've been raised to believe. And then we'll perceive, you know, the beauty in the trees and all the light in you and me. Hell yeah, my friends. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Share this with someone who you think it would help transform their life. This is Reality Files. I think this was a very powerful one. Let me know if you agree. And I'm on the Instagram heavy. Got some stories. Been doing posts over there. Shoot me a message on there. Facebook Messenger, email. Got, breathwork package coming out. One-on-one coaching. Immersive retreat this August. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thanks for riding this wave. Thanks for sticking through me with this. Hope I didn't hit too many bells and whistles in the trigger game. And I really do hope you got something out of this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Blessings.